What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and this video was suggested by one of my viewers. Name is Bored Bitch 666. And so, if you want a video, or if you want me to make a video about a specific topic, leave it in the comments. And if I talk about this stuff, I'll talk about it. You know what I mean? Please don't put a video like, oh my god, please talk about the economic issues of the United States, bro. I have no idea what that. No idea what that stuff even is. All right, you know what I mean. So look, that's in my topic range, please. But yeah, if it's a cool idea, I'll do it. You know what I mean. And so thank you for the suggestion, and this is the video I'm making. But before we get into the content, if you hit the like button, subscribe, and share, trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. And I have a big announcement coming up this week, so keep a lookout on that. And so I'm tired of cinematic universes. Okay, I'm sick of it. Okay. Past video ago, a couple videos ago, I made a video about how Lionsgate wants to make a Borderlands cinematic universe before the first movie is out, and like, it's a trend that Hollywood's been doing ever since the Avengers dropped in 2012, where they feel like they need to have a cinematic universe, no matter what the property is. The property could be about, they could make a movie about the caterpillar. You remember the book about the hungry caterpillar? They ate all the stuff and got big, you know what I mean? They could make that as a cinematic universe. Like, what if the fruits had feelings? And then they do a spin-off of that. It's like, bro, can we stop with it, please? We do not need a cinematic universe. And so I'm finna go through and look through the past cinematic universe that have tried to spawn but failed horribly. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on them. So we must start with DCEU, because that's the latest one that's crashed and burned. And so, of course, there's a lot of things that went into why it failed, like Zack Snyder, and then like the story and how the studio was interfering with everything, and directors are leaving left and right, and creative differences and all that stuff, and the whole Justice League thing that happened, and it was just a cluster, bro. And did y'all know the DCEU wasn't even supposed to be the name? They took it off of someone online. I forgot who said it, but it was revealed that like, oh, we never had a name for the universe. Like, you know how Marvel has like the MCU, was like Marvel Cinematic Universe, and so people online was like, oh yeah, you should call it DCEU, DC Extended Universe, you know what I mean? And they just took it from there. It's like, bro, they had no vision at all. They had no idea what the plan was. And if we're being honest, Zack Snyder's original plan wasn't gonna do well regardless. I mean, I'm not saying that it wasn't gonna like be a well-made film. I'm saying that in terms of the audience accepting the story that they're going with the whole nightmare thing and all that stuff, and it's like the fact that you constantly need extended cuts to get your point across in the story, it's just too much. Like the Justice League movie, 4 hours long. I watched it once. I'm never watching that movie again. There are some cool scenes in it, but I never want to sit through another 4 hours for a movie just to get its point across, you know what I mean? And one of their first flaw was to give a universe to Zack Snyder to begin with, and he is a talented director, but when you give the keys to a universe to someone who can't get their story across concisely in the time slot that is given to them, it's a problem immediately, because then you're gonna have like, hey, we're releasing this movie in theaters, but if you want the full movie, just wait a few months till we have the extended cut come out. It's like, bro, why would I spend money on your movie then? You know? And then all the other stuff, and the movies that are good are even bland or forgettable, you know what I mean? Like, even the best DCEU movie, you could probably say the Suicide Squad, right? That was made by James Gunn, the people making the next DC universe. It is the most forgettable movie. Like, I genuinely do not remember. I remember like maybe one scene in the movie. Like, it's so like it's colorful, it's bright, it's vibrant, but it's like he does a lot of things with the characters, but at the end of the day, the movie is still forgettable. You know what I mean? Like, until I brought up the movie, you probably never even thought about this movie after you've seen it. And it's just, he's having a whole universe now of this? I don't really know. I have to see. I'm waiting on Superman Legacy. It's so much pressure on this movie. I know I'm going away from DCEU, but it's the same thing like that, where it's like, it's so much pressure on Superman Legacy to do well, that if it flops, James Gunn gotta go into hiding, because the DC universe is dead. Like, it's cooked. Like, you gotta wait 10 plus years to put out another Superman movie. It's over, right? So hopefully they learn the mistakes of the DCEU and they do better. The next universe is the Dark Universe. Do y'all remember the Dark Universe? The Universal Monsterverse? Oh yeah, I know you don't remember because it probably wasn't even in your mind yet. When they said they took a picture and it was like, what was it, 2017? Where they had like, oh, we're gonna do a Marvel Universe and we're gonna have like, Dracula, we're gonna have the Mummy, we're gonna have the Invisible Man, we're gonna have Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, we're gonna have all these in a collective universe. And they took that group picture together. People said, oh man. And this was before the first movie even dropped. This was before, like, I think it was like the Mummy was gonna drop. And when that movie dropped, and this was supposed to be spirit by like Tom Cruise or something like that. When that movie dropped and bombed, obviously because the movie was garbage, it was like, everyone's like, okay, we're shutting it down. Immediately shut it down. It was crazy. They pulled the plug. They did like a Euro step. It was like, yo, okay, I'm not doing this. I'm going over here. I'm pivoting over here. It was horrible, garbage. That movie was bad, and the fact that they saw this was like, bro, like we could go with this. This might was just hire all these famous actors and actresses, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna do that. They had Angelina Jolie, they had Russell Crowe, Johnny Depp, they had obviously Tom Cruise. They had all these people, all these famous actresses like, oh yeah, we're starting something different here. For it to immediately bomb is the funniest shit ever. Now we go to Sony, and y'all know the amount of times they fucked up having a cinematic universe. So Sony with the whole Amazing Spider-Man, trying to make that a cinematic universe with the teaser of all the villains at the end. They're still trying to do a Sinister Six to this day. And then they also try to do the Valiant universe with like y'all remember the Vin Diesel movie Bloodshot, where he's supposed to be like a super soldier with nanotech or something like that. That was supposed to be a start of that universe. But that movie came out and it flopped horribly. And so Sony doesn't know what they're doing. Sony doesn't know what they're doing at all. But they fumble so many universes, it's just ridiculous. And speaking of Marvel universes that flopped, Fox, oh my god, the amount of times they fumbled. Like when they were cooking, they cooked. It was this pattern of they could never do 3 good movies collectively. So you'll have X-Men 1, X-Men 2, X-Men 3 is a flop. X-Men Origins Wolverine, which was garbage. X-Men First Class, which was amazing. The Wolverine, which was... When discussing the Wolverine, I am in between it because, like, I loved the first 2/3 of this movie. When everything up until he gets his healing back, and, like, after that, like, as soon as the final act of the movie kills the entire movie for me. So I don't consider it good because you have to stick the landing, man. It's like... No, I'm not gonna make that analogy. The analogy was gonna be crazy. But it's like you're eating, a great dinner, but the dessert is the worst thing you ever tasted in your life. And then, like, it kind of ruins the whole experience at the end. It's like, bro, why fumble it at that point? But if you want to consider it good, then it kind of goes against the stigma. But then you have X-Men Days of Future Past, which was a banger. Deadpool, which was a banger. Then you have X-Men Apocalypse. It's like, oh, brother. Jeez Louise. Then you have Logan, banger. Deadpool 2, banger. Then you have Dark Phoenix. Ugh. Like, ugh.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
And then New Mutants, and that's the end of the universe. Garbage, okay? Buns, alright? And you see why Fox got bought by Disney. I'm glad. Listen. I'm a Spider-Man fan through and through. But if I had to choose between one, I'm kind of glad that Disney bought Fox, you know what I mean? Because I couldn't handle another Fox universe that kept going. It was a horse. It's not even like a horse that needed to be like put down. It was like the horse is already dead. It's already decaying. The flies are eating it, but it's still in the front of the farm. It's like, bro, can we please get rid of this thing? This thing smells. Please, we have to get rid of this. Like, that's what Fox was. It's like, bro, Sony's definitely reached that point. But it's like, man, I was so sick of an X-Men movie come out because I'm a Cyclops fan. You know what I mean? Cyclops is my favorite mutant. You know what I mean? He's dead on business. I wanted a good Scott Summers so badly in my life, but no, it felt like the Wolverine and X-Men show, you know what I mean? Wolverine and Friends instead of the X-Men. And then when we finally got the X-Men, which was First Class and Days of Future Past, you still had Wolverine and Days of Future Past. It's like, bro, their biggest mistake in this universe was taking the guy who directed X-Men First Class, Matthew Vaughn, and then giving it back to Bryan Singer. You know what I mean? Like, that was the biggest mistake of the universe. Because if you had Matthew Vaughn running this entire universe, like, he understood the characters. Like, First Class enough, other than the what they did to what's his name? What's the one mutant that couldn't be killed? Darwin. Yeah, the black guy that died in X-Men First Class. Other than that, that was the only flaw I had with that movie. It's like, bro, are you kidding me? Like, really? But if they would have kept the universe with Matthew Vaughn, I think Fox would be in a much better place with their universe. But they gave it back to Bryan Singer for whatever fucking reason. And he did good with X-Men Days of Future Past, but the potential that he ruined with all the other movies is like, bro, it was like, what was the point then? I really hope Hollywood is starting to look at, like, they're still trying to push Borderlands as a universe, but I need these universes to keep flopping so they can understand, like, yo, we can't do what Marvel's doing. And even Marvel's low-key struggling at this point because, like, you need to have people who either love the franchise that they're handling or are very good at writing and know what they're doing. You know what I mean? You have neither. You just have these corporate people that are like, yo, we need a universe because it makes a lot of money like Marvel. I don't care what you got to do. Just make it into a universe. And I think the best use outside of Marvel making it into a universe is low-key Sonic, because like it has a sequel. Like the franchise is doing well. Like you're gonna have a trilogy with Sonic 3, and then if you want, you could literally you could make a video game out of the franchise and have the actors come back and play the characters and stuff like that. Like, you could make that into a universe, but no one's asking for, and you have a Knuckles spin-off show, but no one's asking for, like, hey, we need like 10 more years of a Sonic franchise. Like, no, but they're the best case that I can think of. Maybe I'm skipping something. Y'all can let me know in the comments. As of now, like, they're the only one on top of my mind that has done it good enough. Where it's like, okay, if they want to do a universe, I see where they're coming from with the stuff that they have. Those are my thoughts down below. Let me know what y'all think. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And I'll be uploading tomorrow. Peace.